As it's unlike any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll try again.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of his end zone, Love. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Off around the 37. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That good for 22 and a first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Love to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Play action this time with Love. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. He's to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Forced out, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. You that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning in the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way down to the 29. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he stopped immediately there. call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. This to the outside for Mack. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. Love. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season, and that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Love. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aleem McNeil never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Fighting through at the 25. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he bowls over it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
27 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 120 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a... But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off.